Good afternoon. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
It's a great trip. Win. Very tough place to play last Saturday in Huntsville. It was our first daytime game. We got a chance. That's how it's going to be the rest of the season. So guys got a chance to really get a feel for it. It's hard for a game. Like I said, we came out with the win. We know that we have to play. We have not yet played our best game in all three phases, but you can see it's trending that way. So we're excited and delighted about where we're headed. And this week's going to be a big ball game because number one, it's the next ball game, and we got a very good Bethune-Cookman football team that's coming in here. Don't look at the records. That's the quickest way to get yourself beat. Just looking at records and thinking that they're not a good football team. They're a very good football team. Coach Woody and his staff are doing a great job of building and turning that program around. So it's imperative that we're locked in and focused and ready to go this week.
Coach, talk a little bit about Xavier. What did you see on film after the victory, and how did the team, what was the team's vibe with going with that?
Well, he played well. I mean, played well. He missed a few reads, missed a few throws. We talked about that. But all in all, he commanded the offense. He did the things that we wanted him to do. He made some plays. And again, with Zay, he's never too high, too low. I don't care how much you scream at him, how much you pull on him or whatever, he's going to be Zay. And he's the quarterback that we expected him to be.
Did you see a big step in improvement, or was it another incremental little jump this week?
Oh, it's always incremental. It's never a big step. There's a lot of things we need to work on, continue to work on. I talked with the staff and talked with the team yesterday. There's some things that we have to work on fundamentally to continue to get better. We're getting better. We're trending in the right direction. We just got to make sure we hone in on the little things and the details of what we need to do to get where we need to go.
What's it going to take to play consistently and kind of like stay level, like even keeled this week after coming off a big win?
Well, we just got to execute. And the thing is, we got to make sure that we can't be satisfied and complacent with a win. Like I told the team after the game, we've accomplished nothing. And that's the thing about it. And when you have that attitude, it's not hard to stay even keeled. We have to live in the precious present. We have a very good football team that's coming in here, and we got to be prepared to go and play and come out with a win because they're going to come in here fired up. And so, if nothing else, that right there alone is enough to keep you even keeled.
Are you even looking or discussing the potential scenarios of clinching the West?
Not at all. Nope. It's not even a conversation. I don't even let the players talk about it. I don't even talk about it. Coaches don't even talk about it. It's nothing to talk about. We have accomplished anything. It won't be accomplished until the end. And that's not coach speak. That's just how I am. I don't look down the road. I live in the precious present. And I tell them, don't look behind, don't look ahead, look at the task at hand. And so that's what we do. We focus in on what we're doing, and when that'll take care of itself. That'll take care of itself when that time comes. So we just got to get ready to go for ECU.
Darren Moore's got 2 touchdowns on Saturday. What did it mean to see that performance from him, especially considering the injuries in the receiver room?
It's great to see it. E4 did a great job getting those touchdowns, and he's been, even when he was out injured, his leadership speaks volumes. And he was around. He was always encouraging the guys to stay up and telling them, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. And so a lot of times when players, when they take the me out and become we guys, good things happen for them. So he was out for a couple of games, and then he came right back in because of the attitude and the work that he put in. It paid off for him on Saturday.
Same for Kobe Dillon. It seems like he's emerged as your most effective running back. What's been the change in him?
I think he's just healthy. I like the 3-headed monster attack that we had. The hot man's gonna stay, and I think Kobe's he's starting to feel better and better from those injuries, and he understands. We have a conversation. I talk with the running backs pretty much daily. Being an old running back myself, I have to let them know that they ain't the best. So I have to tell them, how I used to do that thing. So they take the challenge. We talk about turnovers and all that. And he paid attention to detail. And it's good as a coach to see that. When he ran the ball hard, he punished, he made the first man miss, he got up and gave the ball back to the official. Those are the things that we coach, those are the things we talk about. When you see them do that in games, you know that they're doing the right things. It only helps them. And to see him run like he did, that's the Kobe that we know and the Kobe that love, and we expect him to continue to do what he's doing.
He seems like he's been especially physical too, breaking tackles.
Yeah, he does a great job in the weight room. He's stronger. Coach Moore really has the team stronger. And those guys, with strength comes confidence. And Kobe's done a great job. You know, they take that to heart when I tell them about making the first guy miss and multiple guys, because we have some little, I got some little names I call them when they don't do that. So, it's always a challenge. And that's a good thing. They step up to the challenge. That's what I love about it.
On paper, Bethune-Cookman has one of the worst defenses in the SWAC. On film, what challenges are they going to throw at you guys on Saturday?
You know, paper doesn't always tell the story. And depending on who you're playing, you know, when you play up, when you play a Power 5, 2 Power 5 schools, Power 4, whatever they call it now, those games, the outcome of those games can hurt you stat-wise for an entire year. It's just like on the flip side, when you play down and you score, you know, 70, 80, 90 points. Well, at the end of the year, you're going to always be at the top, average-wise, because you scored 90 points on a team that, you know, should have been on the field with you. So we don't get caught up into that. You know, I tell you all the time, we respect everybody. We don't fear anybody, but we're going to respect that football team because they have a good football team. They haven't had all the breaks, but you can see them trending in the right direction. 2 weeks ago, they were 17-17 at halftime with Jackson. Last week, they were down 14 points. Came back to beat Grambling. So when you see that, regardless of what's on paper, those guys are trending in the right direction, so we got to be ready to go.
Do you think they're going to come in hungrier than ever after that win over Grambling, trying to get another win over Southern?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, winning feels good. And, you know, when you're greedy like us, you know, you want to win. Coaches want to win. Players want to win. It's a good feeling when you win. So those guys are, you know, those guys are hungry. They're going to be ready to go. They're going to be fired up. And so we got to be ready.
You got another dual threat quarterback. Does he compare, Cameron, does he compare to Langford? Is he similar?
He's probably more athletic. He's probably more athletic. He's a guy that you got to pay attention to. They have some good skill guys. The quarterback, the running back's pretty good. They have a wide receiver, a returner, that they put him in the backfield. Number 5, they put him in the backfield. They put him at wide receiver. He's a great returner. So they have some weapons. So we have to make sure that we do what we have to do and make sure we carry out our assignments and wrap up the tackle well.
Do you feel like in some aspects your team is peaking at the right time?
I hope we are. I hope we're peaking at the right time. I don't know if we're peaking. I think we're moving in the right direction. And, you know, and that's always good. And so, you know, we want to get off that roller coaster and basically, you know, get on the escalator and head it up, you know. So that's what we're trying to do. And like I tell them all the time, just, you know, just take it one day at a time, win every day. You win every day, win every practice, win every class assignment, all that. It just leads to winning. And, you know, a lot of people think that's, you know, oh, that's Coach Speak or whatever. But that's the formula of life. You got to win the day. If you don't win the day, nothing else matters.
How would you assess where Josh Griffin is right now as far as consistency?
He's probably to the plus side, but he's not where I would like him to be. And I'm quite sure Josh would say the same thing. You know, 2 of 3 is good, but it's not great. You want to be 3 of 3. You know, and that's the thing. Whenever you get an opportunity, you know, you get an opportunity to kick a field goal or make an extra point, you want to be perfect from that. And so I'm probably the toughest on Josh, and Josh can handle that. And like I said, when he missed when he missed the extra point on Saturday, the yellow scream at, I just talked to him and I told him, I said, son, you're much better. You're much better. You got to lock in and focus. And he went out and did what he had to do. There's some times where I have to, you know, really, you know, turn it up on him, you know, turn the heat up on him, and then he understands that. He's a good. We have a relationship where he understands that, and that's what it's all about. When you have a relationship with your players, then you can do those kinds of things.
Expecting to get Chandler Whitfield back this week?
We'll see. He practiced last night, so you know, we're just waiting to see. He's moving around. He moved around last week, moved around last night, so it's day to day with him.
Rodney Johnson looked like he was shaken up pretty bad in the game. What is his status?
Day to day, he had, I think he's more bruised than anything. And so he was out last night. We're gonna see him move around a little bit tomorrow. Of course, today is election day, so the players they all have to do their civic duties and things of that nature. Go to class and all that good stuff. But we'll see him move around a little bit tomorrow. He said he felt better when I talked with him last night. I want some power aids. He and Elijah West, because man, Josh Griffin. But that's another story. Anyway, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
And Derek's feeling all right.
Yeah, Derek is the old man of the group, so he's always, he got to have a massage, he got to do this, he got to do that. So, Derek is fine.
Last question.
Yeah, Coach, the 192 yards y'all gave up on rushing. Some of that was quarterback scrambles. Did you find any consistent issue that the defense had giving up that much yards?
When you see the number, it's disappointing, but a lot of the yards was quarterback scramble yards, and so that means they chasing points. So when you see it like that, when you look at it in proper perspective, it's not like the running back lined up and ran for 192. It's not like the quarterback ran the option for 192 yards. It was a combination, and so when you understand that, what we have to do now is just minimize.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.